believe in him, show him you got his back. Maybe his wife will let him run in 2020. Let's give a round of applause for his family, his lovely wife, his son, his daughter. Hey guys, we have retired, he kept reminding me of that today, retired Chief Kevin Berry here supporting Joe.
Well, I want to thank everybody who are here tonight and who supported me. And before I go any further, there's a lot of people that I personally want to thank. This was a journey. This was an awesome journey. Because even though today we didn't win, but I met so many people. My wife and I had a conversation, and she says, you know, no matter what happens, we met a lot of friends, a lot of great people. There's a lot of good people here in Orange County, and thank you. And I want you, everybody, to look around the room, because in this room, you see a mixture of a lot of different people, cultures, white, Hispanic, black, Republican, Independent, Democrat. This race was not about that. This race was about bringing the community together, trying to connect with the community, and caring for the community, and trying to listen to what their needs were. That's what it was all about for me. I've 45 plus years serving my community. That's all I know how to do. But before I go any further, I need to recognize some people. No crying, guys, okay? All right? Promise. So, first of all, my beautiful, my rock, my wife, Lisette. In the beginning, she didn't want me to do this. She doesn't like the spotlight and all that kind of stuff. So, and I want to thank her for everything. And she gave me two beautiful children who've been there with me. I know it was rough. It was rough for them because, you know, the family goes through this, and you know they got peers and so forth. But my what's my son? Andy, my son, who's taller than me. My beautiful daughter that I work so hard to keep safe. I want to thank my team. I had a hell of a team. These people, a lot of them came forward without me asking to help. Endless hours going through what we went through and committed. It's just unbelievable. And they don't get paid for this at all. And most of them have jobs, and they're committed, walking the street, putting out signs. There's a roller coaster ride at some points, but it's over 275 days. 8 months we've been doing this. But first, I want to introduce my chief of staff, Joe Espino. Somebody who believed in me from the beginning when I met her. I don't know if she's here. Cynthia Harris here? Okay. Well, Cynthia Harris, if you're out there, if you listen to this, thank you for what you've done for us and for this team and bringing us into the community. Jeff Brown. Jeff. Can't forget Izzy. Where's Izzy? There you go, Izzy. Sal here? Get on the stage. We're doing that. Anthony, Claudio. Giselle. Giselle. That's Giselle. This woman has got amazing energy. She doesn't take no for an answer. I'm telling you. No. You remember Keys? Nancy, where's Nancy? Nancy, you here? She was here. Is she here? She's hiding? Okay. I know she was here. So, I love you, Nancy. She believed in me. Bill Parcell, I know he's probably not here, but Bill is the one who did a lot of the signs that you see around town and so forth. We put up a lot of signs. Seth Dobb, I don't know if he's here. Seth here? Where's that? Honestly, he's taught me a lot, and he knows what I'm talking about. And I lived up to my promise, didn't I? Marcos Jello, is he here? Marcos? Thank you, Marcos. Where's Little Joe? Is Little Joe here? No. Okay, Little Joe. That's his sidekick. He's using that as a report. Gina here? Gina Lott?
Right here.
When I come, I promise you I'm gonna help you out, okay?
Absolutely.
And Mike, her ex-husband. So Mike, thank you, Mike. Gene Anderson, Dulias, Wade Darius. They're from the Haitian community, and they brought me into the Haitian community, and I met a lot of good people there. So I just want to thank you for that. Marcos Lopez, I know he had to leave. Hector Rodriguez, Marcos Lopez ran for Osceola County Sheriff and has been a big support. Carlos Guzman, is he here? Maritza Senes is his wife, Maritza? No? Big, great supporters. Julio Rocha, Julio Sayas, Soraya, Jimmy Torres, Christian Suarez, Carlos Requin, he's my bus driver, but he actually owned the bus company. The guy was phenomenal. The Integrity Tour, he was great. Joe Huxley is probably not here, Kim Justin, and these last three people who took a lot of courage to do what they do. Just let me kind of explain a little bit about politics. What I've learned is when it comes to endorsements, from the beginning, I was not interested in any political endorsements. I was not interested in any established endorsements. And just kind of give you a little bit, let's go through and say, when you go through the cycle, all these groups want to come out, they want to interview you, panel, give you endorsement, and all it is a pony show. That's all it is, it's a pony show. And that's the establishment. Those are the people who put money behind these candidates, and I didn't like what they stand for, because they didn't stand for the community, they stand for their own agenda. Yeah. Those who know me for a very long time know me that that's not what I'm about. Yeah, you know what, it's nice to wine and dine and all that kind of stuff every once in a while, but you know what, that's not me. And these three people who I asked to join my campaign, they came very forward, and two of them you're probably going to recognize right off the bat, who was a sheriff here for 16 years. And Kevin Berry. Yeah. Just for those of you who don't know, Kevin and I sat down before this 8 months ago, and we talked about whether this is a good idea, whether this is a doable. And he pumped me up, and he told me, and we share a lot of things. And sometimes people misread him because he was tough on crime. He was tough on crime. But what a lot of people don't know, he had the biggest heart, and he loved the community. And a lot of people, when you talk to, especially in the sheriff's office, and a lot of people, believe it or not, when I went to the community, whether it was African American, whether it was Haitian, white, they know Kevin Berry, they loved him. But that's what I subscribe to. So that's what I love. The next person is Spike Hopkins. Okay, Anthony Burley was here a little while ago. So he ran for sheriff in 2016, and Mike Green, who's not here tonight because his mother is ill in New York, the support. But I just want to let everybody know is that even though I said this was a wonderful journey, it was a great journey, and I do not think that journey is over. I called John Mina, but he was busy at the time, and I left a message on his phone. I'm a positive guy, and I'm not a negative person. And I wish him well, and people will be, holding people accountable.
Yes, we will.
And all I can tell everybody is just thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody coming out and all that support. I never did Facebook until I started doing this, and it just went wild, crazy. But there's a lot of people in here who's ran for office, and I want to thank you, Gina, and the Calhoun family. They should put the Calhoun, Scotland. But thank you so much. And if I didn't see anybody else or recognize anybody, I'm really my other family. I gotta thank my family, folks. Right over there is my family from Disney. I am so sorry. This is my other family. I have been out of work for 2 months. As those of you who don't know, I work at Disney. I run the security at Epcot. And this is Linda here. Linda is my big boss. Okay? My Vice President of Security, and this is my work wife, Marlene. And that's the rest of the team. Thank you guys. They've been picking up the slack while I was gone. And it's been busy, so thank you. Well, I guess that's it for the moment. But you're welcome to stay. We got this room until what time? 11 o'clock. Enjoy. And I'm going to be talking with my friends here in the media and see what we can share with them. So again, thank you very much.